Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about virtual environments in Python. So the reason why you would need virtual environments in Python is if you're working with modules that have different versions, and if you ever want to run a set of your code that uses a certain sets of modules at different versions, you want to be able to rerun your program at any given time and still use those exact versions at that given time. Because otherwise, if you just download the versions on your local and then at some point you run a new program that you end up installing new modules, you're going to have a bunch of module version conflicts and then your program might crash and you have to debug it. So to prevent all that problem, you will make virtual environments and we will get into how to do that. Okay, so first off is you need to make sure your Python exe is set up properly in your environmental variables. So you could check that by typing in python dash dash version. So you can see I have mine set up correctly, but if you don't, you can go here, look up your Python, and you can see open file location. You can find out where you have it. So in here is a shortcut, but you could right click and you could see open file location, and you can see this is your path. So once you find your path, you go to your environmental variables. So when you go to your environmental variables, you could edit your path. You go to your system variables, and then here you go edit, and you can see I added my path for my Python folder, which contains my exe file here, which allows me to do this. Okay, so after you get that set up, what you will do next is create your virtual environment. And to do that, you would type Python, and then the command is -m, venv for virtual environment, and then the name of your virtual environment. So I'm going to call this my env name, for example. And if this is your first time doing it, you could get an error. And so it might take a minute, just have to wait. So once it's made, you see this folder got created, right? And there's a lot of content in here. So this part is actually fine. The part that you will see an error if it's your first time running it, um, you'll see something like this. So what we want to do is go to the folder. So my env name, and then go to the script folder. So you want to activate your virtual environment. So you're gonna try running the activate, and you see this error. Okay, so this is what will happen if you're running it for your first time. And to solve this error, you want to go to your user settings JSON under preferences. So how I got here was I typed Control-Shift-P in Visual Studio Code. So you want to paste this chunk of code at the bottom here. So right down here, I'm going to paste this magic set of code, which will do some magic that will fix this problem. You want to restart your PowerShell by closing that out and open a new terminal. And if I try running that same command to activate, you can see that now it works. So you know it works because here in green it says my env name. So you have successfully activated your virtual environment. Okay, and that will be all. I'll see you in the next one.